So what's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to kick off this year with a very special guest. Join us ringside today where we are discussing testimonies of the past and present. So to jump right into it, we met as neighbors, like 2 years ago?
Fact of life.
And instantly clicked.
Fact.
Within the first week or two of me even opening my door.
Fact of life.
So welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate it, my dog.
Honored to have you, especially as my first guest. And for the viewers, what's your name? Where you from? And what do you do?
Eric Brown. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I've been living in Charlotte for about 7 years. And right now I work with autistic kids. And I plan on getting back to the music. Thank you for having me.
That's what's up. Honored, man. And that's crazy because I'm just finding out about that too, that you're working with them. And you just found out about his diagnosis.
Fact of life.
Which is wild. I haven't even put that out there yet, but my son was diagnosed with autism 2 months ago. So that's crazy how his godfather is now doing that. So that's what's up, man. And getting into that, I seen like the whole 180 that you've been doing, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we met 2 years ago, and we done seen hand to hand what both of us have gone through, you know, being neighbors and inside the house and outside the house. So like, again, I'm just proud of you, man, and I know
appreciate that.
You inspiring and motivating more people than you think, you know, that you can see. So let's get into like your past, like childhood and growing up. Did you know God as a kid? Did you grow up in like a faithful family?
My mom was always big on that, you feel me? My mom is Seventh-day Adventist, so it was like, my mom is big on God, like, in my mom's life growing up, like, with my mom, it's like, if she didn't have God, she didn't have nothing.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah. So, I got that from young.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
So he got you young.
Yeah, he got me young. I think I got saved, I was 13.
Word.
And then I preached my first sermon at 15.
Really?
You feel what I'm saying? Then I went to 17. I caught the Holy Spirit, but, you know, not listening to my mom for real, and then trying to find out stuff the hard way.
Right.
I learned the hard way. You feel me?
Yep, I know exactly what you mean, because I lost my dad when I was 11 to a heart attack. So I was growing up down here in the streets, you know, to just a single mom. And taking advantage of it, you know, so I know exactly what you're talking about. During that time, where do you feel like the challenge came from? You said you grew up in a faithful home.
Yeah.
So where do you feel like the challenge came? What age and what was the experience for you that like kind of shifted it a little bit, kind of distracted you from God?
I think I was like 16, you feel me? And I used to see all the kids in the hood, like, going to parties and things of that nature. So it's like, I try to figure out, like, what's my mom keeping me from for real?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, my mom always tried to show me the right way to go. You feel what I'm saying? Like, raising boys is not easy for a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When she did it. So I forgot what age was it I left my mom's house, but, you know, I started getting in trouble. Did my first bid at 19. Did 4 months on Rikers Island.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? But that's when I was living with my grandma and stuff. I wasn't under my mom's teaching no more, you feel me? So my mom, like I said, she tried. But once I started seeing them kids outside, I'm like, how all these kids younger than me get to go to parties and I gotta be stuck in the house, you feel me?
Outside past the street light.
You feel me?
What you talking about?
So I, you know, I did, you know what I'm saying, what every other kid did in the hood. I experienced it. I stepped off the sidewalk.
Facts. Yeah, jumped off the porch, man. But then again, though, I can see it though, because when growing up in that environment, right, like you either gonna jump off or you're not. You know, you're gonna stay inside or you're not. You got tough skin and you got a big heart. You 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up in the street. You're gonna end up off the porch, you know, because your friends probably getting into stuff, your family, and you just, you know.
It is what it is. Yeah,
you know, you swinging behind your heart, so. They do get caught up like that, but you said 4 months Rikers Island, man. That's crazy. Cause for everybody who don't know, Rikers Island is one of the worst prisons, if not the worst prison in the United States.
What's up?
So being 19 at Rikers, what was that? What was that like for you going in there as a teenager?
To be honest, scary, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been there before, you feel me?
Yeah.
And like my mom never came to court for real. Because not because she didn't want to, just like she couldn't hear the slamming of the doors and the chains on her son and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So
visually,
yeah, my mom, she pretty much, like I said, my grandma walked me to the bus stop. My older brother walked me to the bus stop when I was going up there to Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? To the bus to go to court.
Oh, facts.
But Rikers Island was scary, bro. You feel me? It was something that I've never experienced before. I'm not gonna sit here in front like I was the toughest guy in the world, because I wasn't. You feel me? Like, literally.
Eventually gonna run into, you know,
fact.
wolf.
You gotta run into something. You feel me?
Facts.
So I pretty much adapted. That's all I could do. You know what I'm saying? Because once those doors close, they come home when you let them come home.
Facts. Do you feel like you said 4 months?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that time was God there with you, or do you feel like no?
He was. I just wasn't with him.
Right.
You feel me? Like I was more worried about getting out. Like every time I either got bailed out or when I was on Rikers Island, I prayed the most. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
But as soon as I left Rikers Island, it was back up.
It's like that Jelly Roll song. You only pray when you need
when
you need prayer. You know, but
and
that's how it is being in them times. But
I think that's what I messed up at. Yeah, that's what I messed up at.
Thinking back, do you feel like it was anybody in there that might have been God trying to talk to you? Like, was it one dude that just stuck out that you was like, man, be quiet, but he was just trying to give you the spirit?
I probably say my homeboy Rich,
right?
Because he tried to keep me away from the bull crap. Like,
right.
Rich was gangbanging, you know what I'm saying? But he was more like a protector type thing. You know what I'm saying? Because he seen I was humble and I was chilling.
Facts.
You feel me? But the one thing about my mom is when she pray over her kids, even though she may have to leave us alone and let her fight our own journey, she always prayed for our protection. So it's like when she did that, you feel me? Yeah, Rich was there. Like he was the first person to come to my cell or whatever. I used to go to church and things of that nature. You feel me? I ain't get really into much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do much fighting or nothing like that. You feel me? Because I stayed humble. I stayed out the way. I seen some stuff that, that I didn't want to see.
Right.
You feel me? But I ended up seeing it anyway.
Yeah.
So that kind of like put me in the corner. Like I was always the humble kid that stuck with the cool kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it was the streets or whether it was prison.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, I met a couple of old school people. You know what I'm saying? I met this one dread dude from Queens. I forgot boy's name, but he tried to keep me in the upright path. You know what I'm saying? Just working out, keeping my head down, and just going home for real.
Fact.
So that's what I did.
You said you was stocky in there, huh?
Yeah, fact. Fact.
The boy said he was swelled up. Facts. I believe it too. So leading out to that, coming out of there, man, which you probably still going into your 20s.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, about my 20s. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think through your early 20s kind of led you to kind of like where you're at now? You know, like what let us know, like kind of after leaving out of there, getting out, coming home.
Yeah.
You know, how was that for you?
To be honest, I didn't even go see my mom first. I went straight to my grandma's house where I left at.
Facts.
You feel me? And to be honest, I was right back on the block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it affected me, but it didn't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if everybody know prison, like, especially for your mindset, if you're not in the right mindset, you still gonna go back to the same stuff you was in. So when my people's accepting me back, you feel what I'm saying? It was just like,
you got comfortable.
Yeah, I got comfortable. You feel me? And I was catching violations. I was still in the streets, still smoking weed, still walking in and out of grandma's house. So, like I said, I only prayed to God when I needed him for real.
Right.
You feel me? So it was just that, and then I was back in the streets, and then the gang banging came. You feel what I'm saying? When the gangbang came, it was over with.
So that came after prison.
Yeah, fact lie. Gangbang came after prison. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I was the toughest dude that went in there with Rikers Island for that. And then when I caught my 4-year bid, you feel me? That was supposed to be a deciding factor, but then it wasn't. You feel me? Because, like I said, I got through that. I see my share of stuff. I went from a medium to a max to medium to a max, and then I came up from max, but the max wasn't no extra tough stuff. It was I got sick. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So they put me into the medical facility in the max.
Dang.
And that's one of the most craziest experiences I've experienced in my life. You know what I'm saying? So like,
hey.
so I
Yeah, you in there with the
I was in there with the goons and the gorillas for real.
the top G's.
You feel me? So, I mean, I was in the yard. You feel what I'm saying? There was almost a riot between the Brooklyn dudes and the Spanish dudes.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But there was no, in that predicament, there was no backing down, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and when I tell you, bro,
Yeah.
like, I was scared, bro. You feel me?
Facts, yeah.
Like, I'm like, man, we really got to go against all these dudes. But I
Right.
can't let these dudes see me
Right.
looking
right.
scared. You
That
feel me?
was
So,
that I can see, bro. That was the thing with me growing up too, man. Cause like you said, we jump off early, cause living with the grandparents or single moms and things like
Right.
that. You know, we just see what's going on and we get out there. But I remember when I was like 13, 14, and everybody doing what they doing, you know, and I'm out here. I got my chest puffed up,
Fact
you know,
alive.
but in the back of my head, I'm ready to go home. I'm
Real talk.
scared.
Real
You
talk.
know, I did not want to be doing certain
talk.
things or fighting certain people, you
Fact.
know. And but we got it done, you know. God was always with me, but
like, bro, I remember days being on the street before my bed and literally watching my mom, like, praying from her window, bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to hustling and gangbanging, beat people up in front of my mom's house.
Right, facts.
You get what I'm talking about?
Worse, yeah.
And then wonder why she don't open the door for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not coming to my house.
Man, that's the motherly thing too. I remember, man, my mom would call me, or she'd even pull up. I'd be getting detained on the side of the road or something. My mom would ride by.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, car. What are you doing? That's my son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? You know, like it's that mother. Or
Yeah.
every time I'm out here in the mix doing something
Yeah.
wrong, my phone ringing.
Bro,
It's my mom. Like,
yeah, fact.
I won't answer, but it's like,
How you know?
why you calling me at this time?
Yeah, fact.
Like she always had this hunch.
Mental intuition, like,
You know?
my first 3 years in my bed, my mom ain't come around because she was still mad.
Mm.
You feel me? But the one thing about my mom is like her children's her children. She's Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I ain't gonna front. Once my mom came back around, my bed flew because she made sure I was straight.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
my mom traveled, ooh, Jesus, my mom traveled 8 hours to see me every other weekend for real.
Mm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, my mom do the prison ministry now because of stuff like that.
I want to get into that too. That's my next step this year.
Yeah,
is going into the juvenile and the prisons. Talking to them. What was I gonna ask you? Let's see. So, let's see. When do you feel like was the time that you really had a connection with God, when you got to meet him? Where you feel like he kind of had a different authority on your decisions and things like that. Where you kind of, that guilty conscience, when that Holy Spirit hits you, you're like, man, because growing up, we don't really know what we're doing wrong.
Yeah,
but eventually, sometimes it comes to a point, I'm kind of wrong.
Fact life.
But he ain't deserved that.
Fact.
When do you think that kind of hit you, that when that spirit came in your life to where you could make conscious decisions for yourself?
Ooh. If I'm being transparent, bro,
You said yesterday?
no, not yesterday. Earlier this year early last year, February. You feel me? Like I said, I grew up in church, but I was back and forth smoking weed. I would go to choir practice being high, and I would do this, that, and the third, go to the skating ring getting jumped. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I even went as far as, if you want to be real, bro, like, robbing niggas for their phones.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That go to my church.
Right.
And dipping off. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause I needed the money.
Right.
But I met this guy, man, named Rashawn Flanoy. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the church I go to now. And this lady named Mother Bell. You feel me? And that's when it happened, bro. Like, I walked into that church, and it was like a different experience for real. Like, they accept you for who you are for real.
Yeah.
You feel me? And the man don't hold no punches for me for real. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying I still wasn't messing up, but he don't hold no punches.
Right. So you feel like that's the first time where like you had like a community.
Yeah.
You was a part, like
Yeah, fact life.
you was involved in
Yeah,
the
fact.
community. You had
Yeah.
the support system.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I can agree with you, man. We was homeless for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Scraping, you know
Yeah.
how it is. Went to church, met some good people, good hearts. Still in
Right.
touch with some of them today. You
Right.
know, most of them today, and it did change a lot. Sometimes I think back, like, man, it would be a lot different if, you know, if you met somebody different.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, even though it was a good community, but a great community, because that's my family. You feel me?
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here in front like I wasn't messing up in the household. You feel me? Because addiction took over. You know what I'm saying? So I turned into this different type of breed that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, nobody wanted to be around. My family wanted to be around. My kids were scared, stuff like that. You feel me? So it's like I'm just now getting to once again realizing who God is. You get what I'm saying? Like, really in tune with him for real. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, pretty much.
That's what's up, though. But as you see, because from the beginning, you said you grew up in a faithful family. You know, your mama didn't play that.
No, she didn't play that at
Kept
all.
the Lord with her.
I promise you.
And she had the sword with her, too.
Yep.
So, boom, you know that.
She had the sword in the belt.
So he got you young, man. So he's been with you the whole way.
Yes, sir.
Obviously.
Yes, sir.
You know, so it's God's timing.
Yeah.
You know, some people is born into it, and some people. But I think, man, if you read the Bible, I think the testimonies and the journey is what makes you
Yeah.
who you are. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Because you could be born into something and be told what to do, but
Yeah.
you're just being told. But when you go through certain things,
Yeah.
and God's smacking you on your hand
Yeah, fake life.
every 5 times a year, 10
Thank you.
times, 100 times a year, if you like me, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about, and it's like, when he do it, right? Like, God give you the worst butt whoopers in the world for real. You feel me? So it's like when he whoop you, it's like, it's no other whooping like
Right,
that.
that was your last chance.
You feel
that was
me?
the last chance whooping.
Yeah, like right now, like I said, I'm about, 6.5 months sober? No, going on 7 months sober, the 23rd of January. You feel me? But this time around, like, I done been through recovery before many a times. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right. It's different.
yeah, my son literally grew up in it, and he's 6. You feel me? So it's like, my daughter had the experience for the past 2 years. So it's like, this time around, God told me, you pick up anything, bro, it's over for you, child.
Right.
You feel me? This
Yeah.
sobriety thing, life or death for real.
Yeah, cut it off.
Real fact.
Yep.
You got to.
Hey, you said you quit smoking too?
Yeah.
Right, that's
Yeah,
what's up.
right.
That's one of the hardest things, because everybody been doing that.
Right.
You know, that's one of the things, people like, oh, it ain't a big deal. You
Right.
can do this. I'm trying to stop, man. I'll be honest. I ain't stopped yet.
Bro, you can be.
I do want to, though.
I just found out early last year, bro. Like, you could be addicted to weed, bro.
Yeah,
You feel
that's
what
what
I'm
it
saying?
is.
Like,
That's all it is.
I've been
It's
doing
just emotions and all that.
Like a
You
lot.
know, it ain't even
like, I'm not even high no more. I'm just smoking because I got it. You feel me?
right like the hookah, the emotions.
Mhm.
That's really meditating though, because when you meditate, you breathe in, you hold it,
Breathe out. Real talk.
That's technically smoke. When you're smoking,
Right.
you're doing those
Same thing.
routines, so
Right.
that gets stuck in your head.
Like
You
love.
get addicted to that. You like
Right.
you could do those breathing motions
Regular.
and get a little buzz. Catch a
Right.
little daily high. Like
Right.
all right,
Like,
catch your breath.
I ain't gonna sit here and lie like I'm not scared to live sober, bro, but it is what it is. You feel me? Like, God is gonna bring me through. He brought me this far.
Right.
You feel me?
I feel like from our environment, it's kind of like a lifestyle, especially like, Jamaican, having Jamaican blood and heritage,
Yeah.
like it's a lifestyle. That's not a sin. That's not a,
No.
niggas, excuse me, but they smoking at 5.
Fact
you know,
life.
like,
They are.
hey, so a lot of people don't see it like that, but it is what it is though. Like you said, I think, the Lord says it is obviously better to have a clear mind,
Yeah, fact. Yeah.
So that's why I said I want to do it too.
Like, even my dad is a pastor right now, bro. He done came a long way, you feel me? like I said, we never had no growing up relationship, but at the same time, I'm proud of him though.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this time around, before I went to recovery, my mom ain't seen my dad in 40 years. But she called and was like, "Yo, we need to pray over our son because, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like God ain't giving him no more chances after this. You feel me?
Fact.
And sobriety comes with a lot of, how I put this, character defects you got to work on. You feel me? Like when you discover yourself and find out what it is that you don't like about yourself, it hurts.
What do you think's the most challenging part of getting sober? Like, is it the withdrawals? Is it the mental health?
The mental, because of my emotions.
Mental.
Yeah, you feel me? Because now I got to deal with my emotions sober. I can't hide it through a blunt or pop a pill and not to feel nothing.
Right.
You feel me?
Coming out.
It's coming out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's coming out, bro.
Once it's out, it's out.
That's it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I try to work on dealing with it in a different way now though. You feel me?
Right.
Like talk to people different. Or if I'm upset, I'd rather just stay quiet and pick my battles type thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, I know the old me.
You think that's your faith now that you have stronger faith?
Yeah.
That has
Real fact.
a stronger
Real fact.
role on like
choices
you make?
I don't even go by my street name no more. I used to be called Daz. You feel what I'm saying? That was my music name, but I refuse to live that name on. That person was a monster, though.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
different person, right?
Different person. Like,
Can't identify it.
real talk. And I had to be proud of Eric. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I never
I
like
was the
nobody
same
call me
way.
record in there.
Everybody Rico, you know? Eventually it was like, man, don't nobody say that no more.
Fact.
You know? There's a lot of people that would still identify me as that, but I wouldn't correct them either, you know?
Yeah.
That's just how
It is what it
they
is.
remember
Yeah.
me, you know, how they see me, but they would see the new me though. Yeah, so your faith now like has more of a, gives you better morals, right?
Yeah, fact.
Of how you like carry
Yeah.
yourself.
Like, I always had morals, but a lot of them went out the window, if I'm being honest. You feel what I'm saying? When I touched the street, because I ain't care about nothing. I barely cared about myself. You feel me? Like, even if, like, it got so real, bro, like, even with people from my church, like the young boys, if they got something in the street, they'll call me first.
Right.
And I'll be outside because it's like, it's just, that's just how it was, bro. I was always front line for real. You feel what I'm saying? But I had to get front line for myself. You feel me? Because if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't do nothing for nobody else.
Exactly.
That's
I
right.
just shared that too about an hour ago on Facebook.
But
That's fact. And I was thinking that, you know, it's like can't be personal, but that's the thing with having a big heart though. You try to do a lot as much as you can for everybody, but
yeah, you can't.
if you ain't helping yourself, you can't help nobody.
Real talk.
What do you think, like going through them hard times and the hard shit, overcoming an addiction and things like that? What do you feel like kept your faith? Because some people lose God completely. I know a lot of people, you know, you walk up to the store, you can see they're not thinking about the Lord
At all.
and they'll curse him out.
I promise
You
you.
bring him up,
I've done it many times.
right?
Yeah.
So like, how do you think that went for you?
It made me who I am. You feel me? Like, I had to start believing in myself
You
again
think that
for
was
real.
God doing it?
Yeah, fact.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what
Like,
people don't understand, man. Because like I remember going through certain things. Like how I said, we were homeless, and people would look at you like, "Oh, well, he must not be right with God because you wouldn't be going through that."
Yeah, fact,
You
like-
know, God putting me through this
yeah, fact.
to build me,
Yep.
you know, to make me who He wants
Yeah,
to be.
fact.
So it's crazy. People, you know, you got these lukewarm people out here who will quickly judge you and things like that. But
Like, it used to be a lot of God, why me? You feel what I'm saying?
right,
But now it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
right,
You feel me? Like, it's going to be what it's going to be because he did it to Job, bro.
yeah.
He took everything away from Job and gave him double.
What if this is how I look at it? What if God was really like, what if the devil went to God and said, I'm gonna break him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break Eric.
I think he did, though.
And God like, good luck,
Yeah, fact.
you know?
Yeah, fact.
So he throwing everything at you.
Yeah.
But that's just God glorifying you, showing you like this man chosen.
Yeah, fact.
Like this one of mine.
Yeah, fact,
You
Lord.
know what I mean? Because
fact.
like it don't matter what's going on,
Yeah.
you know, he's solid.
Yeah, I'm going to keep stepping.
Yeah, he a warrior.
I got to.
Facts. That's
feel
that
me?
spirit, man.
I got to.
That's that fire. I'm glad to see it in you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Glad. Keep doing good things, man. I'm seeing it. So in the present, how do you feel like now that you have your like you said, the community, you know, you have the faith in you that's helping you decide what you need to decide, right, to be a better man. How do you think like how are you feeling like you're gonna grow in God, like with God? Like, is it excited? You in that stage where like, do you feel like, just trying to see how to word this, do you feel like you know that you went through this for this reason, and that your next step, you know?
Like, I think I'm excited, I'm scared, you feel me? Because I've always been scared of success. That's why I'm the way I am now. But I think God put me through all of this so I could reach back to the younger, you know what I'm saying? Like younger black man, younger white man, younger Chinese man, whatever it is that they're going through in the street. Because you gotta remember, this generation ain't gonna listen to you if you ain't been through the stuff they're going through.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You feel me? So he made me a different type of breed so I could reach a different type of breed.
And that's what they need too. That's what this generation needs. They need older men that can teach younger men how to be man. How to, not even how to be man too, but also how to like be man in the hard times. Because you know, a lot of people, these dudes, these YNs out here,
they going crazy.
They going switchy once they get their feelings.
I promise you.
You know, but it's because it ain't no man sitting there teaching them, hey, suck it up. You know, what was your pops had told you, your granddad had told you, hey, you better stop whining.
I promise you.
You know, come on, grab that shovel. You know, like cut it out.
Real talk.
Put a Band-Aid on. Matter of fact, you don't even get a Band-Aid.
Fact.
That's for your sister.
Yeah, fact.
You know,
you don't
like,
get that.
It's that tough skin. I don't think a lot of kids around here have that. You know, it's a single environment.
Yeah.
Single mothers, pops out hustling. You know, locked up.
Yeah.
So they miss out on it. I lost my pops. He was a good man though, but you know, he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
But you know, when you miss that though, it does play a toll. I remember growing up watching all my friends playing ball.
Yeah.
And you could tell who had a dad and who didn't.
Yeah, fact life.
You know, just because of the support.
Yeah.
The training.
Yeah, fact life.
You know, they had an extra $1.
Yep.
My mom went over here telling me, boy, you better wear the cleats from last season.
My mom, she I ain't gonna front. At one point we was growing up, my mom worked 3 jobs, bro. You know what I'm saying? To make sure we had the best we have. Shout out to my moms, man. Like, she did a lot for us, bro. And she still do for me now as a grown man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I refuse to let my son and my daughter grow up without a dad. You get what I'm saying? Like, regardless of whatever it is, bro, I'm not gonna let them, like, you always gotta see me, bro. Like, you always gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? I always gonna be there for you or whatever the case may be like.
I feel like that's my biggest fear, man, is like leaving them, you know?
Yeah, fact. There's no need to.
Not being there for them.
You gotta be there for them. I promise you gotta be there for them. Because at the end of the day, if you're not.
They remember that.
Yeah, fact.
And they're gonna be there for you.
And they're gonna throw it in your face.
Right. And you there for them, they gonna grow up like, dang, this man broke his back.
I promise you.
I remember.
I promise you. You got to. You got to.
Because every time, hey, don't forget about me now. Don't do it.
Can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I don't, the one thing I want when I die, bro, is for my kids to remember their daddy did everything for them. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, their mothers are great, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, their mothers are really doing what they gotta do as mothers. You feel me? And I just wanna counter that. You feel what I'm saying? And just be the best that I could be, bro.
Right.
That's it.
It come with that understanding though. I used to rush it like, dang, I hope they understand this, hope they understand that. But you know, when they get older, they'll get it. Cause you know, when you grow up, thinking back now, it might have been something your mama did when you was little. And you like, oh.
I promise you.
Then you think back, you're like, man, I'm glad she did that.
I promise you.
You know.
What's up?
My mom be on me now. She's like, I ain't mean. I'm like, Mom, I'm glad you did that.
I'm glad you did.
I needed that.
What's up?
I needed
like
that.
Like the tough love, the not answering
especially
the phone.
From you.
Yeah, fact.
Because, you know, I didn't want to take advantage of you, think it's sweet.
Real talk.
You had to do that.
Real talk.
You know.
Cause then
I outgrew you in 5th grade.
Real talk.
You know, like hey.
Cause you gotta remember, bro, when you do stuff like that, bro, like you take stuff for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like me, especially when I was growing up, if you did something for me, bro, I'm gonna keep going all the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if somebody don't stop me in my tracks, bro, I don't care, bro. What you talking about? You feel me? Like, and that's just was it.
Right.
So it's about knowing who God is for yourself and keeping them there. These streets ain't got nothing for you, bro.
Right.
Like
streets are dead.
Literally dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's nothing out there in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? Besides death and institutions, bro.
Right.
You feel me? So like they're good. Your day one, they're gonna hate on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The female you feel you love, she might set you up. Whatever the case may be, whatever group you decide to chill with, it will either stunt your growth or it will elevate it.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? Because by the end of the day, it's like if you don't elevate, bro, you have nothing, bro.
You stuck.
You stuck.
Yeah.
You stuck in the same cycle, bro. And I refuse to let the generation behind me be stuck in the same cycle. You feel what I'm talking about? Like I refuse to let my son and my daughter grow up and be followers like I was.
Right.
You feel me? Like I'm not with it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be with it. Fact.
Sharing, I feel like your testimony is important.
Yeah, fact.
Keep sharing it,
Your
especially
testimony.
for the youth,
Yeah, your testimony is not for you, it's for somebody else.
the younger ones, all that. Right,
What's up?
exactly. So keep doing that, man. Keep sharing your testimony. Keep doing good things, man. I know your heart.
Fact.
So I know you a strong worshiper too. I've been seeing you lately,
Yeah,
getting it
you
in.
got to.
Yeah,
You got to cry out.
riding the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep that up, bro. So thank you for sharing all that. I see that God placed hope, security, and protection in your life. You know, we talked about it from the jump, how you grew up with your mom, and she installed it from the beginning. And,
Yes, sir.
you know, your things you went through wasn't because God was showing you.
Fuck with us.
It's hard to be a good man.
I promise you.
Everybody's trying to be a good man,
Sure.
you know. So the mistakes don't mean you're not, right?
So it's up. It just makes you learn from the situation for it.
Facts.
That's all it does.
So I appreciate you taking the time to put today, man.
No doubt.
Share all that with me, and I'm looking forward to having you on here again soon.
No doubt.
So if you got social media or anything you like to share your links or pages. How can people find you? Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook is Eric Brown. Instagram is Dazzy_Brooklyn because I ain't changed my name yet on that. You know what I'm saying? And TikTok is Dazzy. So y'all can follow me anywhere. Y'all want to link up and talk about anything positive, I'm here. You feel me? Shout out to my family, man. You know. Shout out to Sober Live America that saved my life. Shout out to Rebirth. You know what I'm saying? Continue to praise. 2229 village later. You know, cause behind the scenes, my family's been, you know what I'm saying? They're with it, real talk. You know what I'm saying? When they didn't have to.
Support system, man.
Fact.
That's when you know
You
God's involved.
Yeah, fact.
You know.
And then that's it, man. Y'all be cool while y'all be cool, man.
Yes, sir. So y'all follow my boy, man. If y'all enjoyed this video,
That'd be
make sure to
good.
like and subscribe. 2026 is the year to create, so be genuine and stay focused. God bless.
Y'all be good.